Okay, moving on, housing finance startup Nivara Home Finance has raised $10 million from Baring Private Equity in an entirely primary round. The company says it's going to use these funds to drive its growth and expansion plans. Now, founded in 2015, Nivara Home Finance is focused on providing affordable housing finance to micro entrepreneurs and salaried customers and has assets under management of more than 500 crores. So to give us an insight into this funding and the company's plans ahead, joining me now is C.V. Rao, the MD and CEO of Nivara. Mr. Rao, welcome to Startup Street. Thanks very much for being here. Tell us about this $10 million funding from Baring. Is it a strategic partnership? Would Baring also be getting a board on your seat?
Thank you so much, first of all, having me on this fantastic show. Yeah, it is. There is a board seat for Baring. Baring, has been there for more than 2-3 decades in a private equity space. We are proud to have them as a partner. And this is going to spur the next phase of growth in the coming years and probably decades.
All right, a board seat for Baring with that. You see the proceeds are going to be used to drive the growth, to drive the expansion. If you would detail these plans for us, what is expected specifically in the coming year or so?
It's predominantly going to be expanding into the existing markets as well as expanding into other states. But currently we are operating in 5 states, 4 southern states excluding Kerala and then Maharashtra. And we believe currently as of now we have about 63 branches in these 5 states. And the next phase of growth comes predominantly in the penetration of these existing markets as well as 60 branches can go to 200 branches in the next 3.5 to 4 years.
Okay, 63 to 200 branches in the next few years. Your home loan ticket size is quite interesting at 5 to 7.5 lakh rupees. Typically, we see banks or NBFCs catering to customers with a much higher base. Tell us the market opportunity in this particular segment and what sort of growth rate have you been seeing here?
In fact, this is our niche segment where we are specialized. You don't find most of the housing finance companies in this ticket bracket. Either you find upwards 9 lakhs or below 3 lakhs. And to that extent, we see a fantastic opportunity. If you see, most of the demand is coming from lower income segments and economically weaker sections. We predominantly concentrate on these lower income segments. Here, the interesting aspect of it is most of my customers, they pre-own the land, either through inheritance or they would have acquired a piece of land, say 600 square foot, 1000 square foot, few years back. That's where to that extent in our loan to value ratio, predominantly land is already pre-owned and then we only fund part of the construction. We are predominantly in the self-construction space. That's the beauty of this particular entire space, affordable housing finance. So we are purely affordable housing finance space.
Okay, you built an AUM of 500 crores. What are you expecting for FY25? And are there certain pockets where you're seeing stronger credit demand across these 5 states that you're present in?
In fact, across the states, there's a perennial demand to the extent the segment that we operate in. This 500 crores AUM has come from close to 10,000 set of customers. And the next 1 year, and we surely aim to almost double this particular both AUM as well as this customer base. Not necessarily that double the space, but almost there. We are trying to. Now that the capital has come in, and that strengthens our liability profile as well. We have 25 lenders lines from. So this also helps in terms of building up the next phase of growth.
All right. You said you're looking to expand your branches to 200 from 63 currently. Just tell us what is the significance you see of digitally acquiring customers, or is that not something that you're seeing in the segment that you operate in?
That digitally in housing finance space is a bit difficult at this stage because most of the land records are still not at digital, and there's a lengthy process as far as the customer onboarding is concerned. Customer you can onboard, but still the vetting of property as well as the customer credentials in terms of we do background checks in the customer since we operate in an informal segment. Informal means basically small vendors on the street vendors are housemaids, or drivers, or provision stores owners, or electricians, or carpenters. This kind of a segment is very difficult to underwrite their incomes. So we have to assess their incomes. So to that extent, we have to conduct also background verification checks. So digital, you can onboard the customer, but still the lots of processes that are involved in the housing finance space. It takes a longer time to completely digitize those operations. To that extent, it's a brick and mortar model in
All right,
the coming
Mr.
days for the next 3 years.
Okay, Mr. Rao, thank you very much for joining us here on CNBC TV18. That's all the time we had. Pleasure speaking with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, with that, it's time for us to head into a short break.